Tidak Pak, teman yang sudah ada di Bapak. Nanti yang sudah ramah. Kalau yang lain, kalau enggak, kalau nggak bisa, ini yang namanya kita.
Assalamualaikum. Pagi Bu Ana, pagi Prof. Vincent,
Waalaikumsalam.
pagi Pak Pradana.
Oke, Mas.
Suara saya jelas nggak ya, Pak?
Jelas Bu Ana?
Jelas.
Bu Ana, saya tak sambil ngajar dulu ya, karena pas ngajar kulino online.
Oh, oke. Oke, Pak
Oke.
Mahmud. Oke.
Ya, Sewu. Ini saya
Pak
ngajar.
Mahmud.
Oke. Atulun.
Oke.
Halo Bu Ana.
Ya, Pak.
Bu, itu bacanya yang belakang gomas gitu ya Bu?
Kelihatannya sih. Aku selalu belum pernah voice call atau video call, hanya melalui email aja sih.
Oh iya.
Tapi ini orangnya nganu, Pak. Orangnya santai, orangnya enggak. Nanti ditanya aja anu apa pronunciation-nya gimana ngomongnya. Nggih.
Oke, siap Bu.
Ini salah di email dia. Soalnya kalau di Cina itu kayak Messenger atau WA itu agak susah mereka ya. Jadi harus pakai VPN. Jadi mereka hanya pakai email. Belum bergabung ya? Manggilnya biasanya manggilnya Aris aja sih, Pak Onan. Saya manggilnya Profesor
Oh,
Aris gitu.
iya, Bu.
Iya, belum bergabung.
Hello, good
Hello,
morning.
good morning, Profesor Aris.
Can you hear me? Yes, probably.
Yes, I
Good.
can hear you.
And probably you can see me.
Not yet, I cannot see you.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Hi,
Now you can see.
Professor Aris. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you too. Good morning to all. I don't
Good
know
morning.
your faces, but okay, we have the online streaming, so I will
Yes.
see your faces soon.
Okay.
Anna, thank you very much for everything. Well, whenever, I mean, you are the moderator, so you will tell me what to do. I send you, and also for the others, you
Yes.
can share my PowerPoint with the students. I don't mind.
Thank you.
I mean, after, not now. Now,
Yes.
because you know I am in China, and sometimes you know the firewall doesn't work very well.
Yes.
Although
Yes.
that I have the best connection that I could get. Okay, but this is not about me. So that's why I send you the PowerPoint. So in case that I have any problem to upload it or to share it with
Yes.
you, so you have it. But actually, hold on a second. I think because I don't know if I can share my screen.
Would you like me to share your PowerPoint?
No. Hold on. Let me try.
Okay.
Here
Okay,
it is.
Professor. Yes.
Good morning, Professor ARISTEIDIS.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is
How are
our
you?
dean, Professor. Our dean.
Our dean. Okay,
Yes,
our
Professor
dean. My
Vincent.
dean. Can you see my screen or not?
Yes, clear.
So you can see the presentation, right?
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, not
Yes.
yet. Hold on. Share screen. Why? Oh, there it is. I think now.
Yes, Professor. I can see now.
All right, no problem. So you start whenever you're ready. I will be ready. How many? I cannot see. How many students do we have? Do you have any clue?
Maybe more than 200 or maybe 300.
Wow, more than 200. Okay.
This is still a
200
60.
students. I'm excited. Okay, hello, 200 students.
But no, it's still a 69. I'm sorry. Maybe they will join later, not now.
Yeah, most of them are joined in YouTube.
Yes, in YouTube, Professor Aris.
Most of them.
All right. Well, so I think that you need to introduce us, Anna, and then we will start. But then I mean no problem. I mean you run the show, okay? Me,
Yeah,
I'm just a keynote.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Mr. Haunan.
Yeah. Good morning, Bu Anna.
Yes.
Good morning,
I
Dr.
think
Aris.
I think now it's a 10 a.m. now.
Yeah, shall we begin?
Yes, it's already at 10. Okay, 10 past 1 minute. I think we start now. Okay.
Okay, Bu Ana.
Okay, Mr. Hanan.
Alright.
Time is yours. Okay.
Thank you, Ibu Mrs. Ana, Kadarningsih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Dean of Faculty of Economics and Business, Professor Vincent with Didi Arianto, MBA PhD, Head of Study Program of Management, Dr. Mahmud, our keynote speaker, Dr. ARISTEIDIS GKOUMAS from United International College, Zhuhai, China, distinguished guests, lecturers, and students. Good morning and welcome to the International Guest Lecture Series. It is with great delight and a lot of positivity that we welcome you.
Oh. For some reason, I cannot hear you. Can you hear me?
Mr. Hanan, yes, I cannot hear your voice.
Oh, maybe you're okay. So it's not my problem. The others they have technology.
Yes.
Yes, trouble.
Okay, good.
With us.
We cannot still hear your voice, Mr. Hanan. Hello, Mr. Hanan.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How about
No. Okay,
Yes.
we can hear.
So Nan, we cannot hear you. Oh, Ana.
Yes, sir.
Bu Ana, you take off. You take.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, I can hear you clearly now.
Okay, I'm so sorry about
Okay,
that.
proceed, Mr. Hanan.
All right. Good morning, Honorary Dean of Faculty of Economics and Business, Head of Study Program of Management, our keynote speaker, and distinguished guests, lecturers, and students. Welcome to the International Guest Lecture Series. It is with great delight and a lot of positivity that we welcome you today to this virtual event entitled Principles and Paradigms of Digital Marketing. And I'm Haunan Damar. I will be your MC for this event. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, please allow me to read some rules about this webinar. First of all, guests are welcome to turn on their cameras and use the virtual background of today's session. Secondly, discussion will be open at the end of the talk by Dr. GKOUMAS, where you may ask directly by raising hand or through chat room available. The next agenda is the opening speech by the Dean of Faculty of Economics and Business, Professor Vincent with Didi Arianto. He is already here with us. Good morning, Professor. Good morning, Professor Vincent.
Ya apa-apa, tunggu aja. Iya. Nanti tak kirim. Yes, good morning, Professor Dr. ARISTEIDIS GKOUMAS.
Difficult name.
Please
Okay.
remind me if my spelling is not correct.
No problem. You can call me Aris, Dr. Aris. That's everybody.
Here also, your name sound Greek, right?
It is a Greek
so
name.
You are from Greek, right?
Yes, I am Greek. I admit.
But you are now as a visiting professor at the Hong Kong Baptist University, right?
No, I'm not visiting. I'm a full-time assistant.
Full-time. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Not visiting. So hopefully I'm not visiting. I don't know if you know anything, but supposedly I have a contract for full professor.
Oh, yes.
If you have another information,
I was in
please
Hong
tell
Kong
me.
Baptist University 5 years ago. Yes. At the time I met Mr. I forgot his name. Yeah, he is a vice rector, vice chancellor of the Hong Kong Baptist University at the time. But before the COVID, before the pandemics. Yes, Honorable Dr. ARISTEIDIS GKOUMAS, yeah. Welcome to Indonesia. Although it is only virtually, we meet virtually, but our meeting will be very insightful and fruitful for us, for our students also, and I will give a greeting for our chairman of management department, the committee, Mas Haunan, and Bu Ana as a facilitator, yeah, for this meeting, was this conference. And this conference entitled Principle and Paradigm of Digital Marketing. And we know, as we know, in Indonesia nowadays, the digital marketing is very vibrant, yeah, very vibrant. Before the pandemic, only for the SMEs, yeah, for the small and medium enterprises, it was only national figure only 11.3%, yeah. All of the SMEs were engaged in digital marketing at the time, or digital economy, especially e-commerce. And by the time when the pandemic beset us, only those who engage in digital business, they will survive. Yeah, surprisingly, they will survive. Unlike those who were not at the time. Yes, it's very, at the time, very severe pandemic, yeah, that beset not only, I think, not only in Indonesia, but also in the rest of the world. And nowadays, because of the government promotion to promote our SMEs, and now the figure is substantially increased to 70.8%. Yeah, those SMEs that are engaged in digital marketing. So we cannot elude from this technological advancement. And yeah, maybe you can share your insight, whether in China, also make a great stride, yeah, in digital business. Last year, I attended the training in Tsinghua University in Beijing, but online, yeah, via online.
Mm-hmm.
And I attend for 40 days, yeah, for the digital business advancement, yeah. And as far as I know, the advancement of whether digital marketing, digital economy in China is very substantial progress in. And for our student, please follow. Please listen to the presentation from an insight and from Dr. ARISTEIDIS GKOUMAS. And please also raise your question if you do not have a clear understanding, and enjoy your seminar and your guest lecture from Dr. GKOUMAS. Okay, thank you very much and have a good seminar. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Vincent, for your message. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our main agenda, please turn on your cameras for photo session.
I'm sorry, Mr. Haunan, maybe photo session the last agenda, okay? Because Professor Aris shared the presentation. Okay, we move to the next session, right? The last section.
Okay. If you want me to turn on my share screen, let me know, because
no problem, Professor Aris, no problem. Maybe we can take a photo session the last
after. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
after the presentation. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, we are about to enter the main session. Please let me introduce our moderator, Mrs. Anna Kadarningsih. Mrs. Anna is a lecturer at Universitas Dianuswantoro. She is the head of international relations of the Faculty of Economics and Business. To Ibu Anna, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Haunan. Good morning, Professor Aris. How are you? Finally, we meet today. We meet today. Okay.
I'm very good. I need to thank you. Actually,
Yes.
I don't know if the students they know. Thanks to Anna, I'm here with you today. Okay, you need to admit this, Anna. You initiated this. You're responsible for this. Thank you very much.
I know because you are very fine person. You have a big smile. I like that. Yes, Professor Aris. Okay.
I like smiley people also. I love Indonesia. Okay, I never been to Indonesia. I promise that
you must come. Yes.
Traveling is difficult. Actually, no, traveling is not very difficult. I don't know. Well, definitely I can come to Indonesia, but I'm pretty sure that when I come back, I need to go for maybe 2 weeks, maybe 10 days, depends on quarantine. So this is kind of tricky. Yeah, but I promise after I don't think that they will last forever, all those restrictions. So probably next year they will lift off all the restrictions, so it's going to be easier. I promise someday, because I know that your place is very beautiful with good people and good seafood, because I love seafood. Okay.
Please contact me, Professor Aris. Okay. You can contact me. I will be your tour guide in Bali. Okay. Can I introduce you to the audience?
Of course.
Okay. Okay. I want to introduce our speaker today. The name is Dr. ARISTEIDIS GKOUMAS. The nationality Greek, and the birthday is 13 January 1972. Oh, you are the same month with me, Professor Aris. Capricorn. Right?
Don't tell my secret. I'm trying to cover my age.
No, you're still young. You're still young. Don't worry. And you have a personal skill. You can speak in English and Spanish very good. And then Professor Dr. GKOUMAS ARISTEIDIS has graduated from the Department of Social Policy and Social Anthropology, Pantheon University of Athens in 1995. Holds in PhD in Tourism Marketing and Branding from Akan University, Greece. And then you have almost more than, I think, 47 published articles. And then you have 6 books. And you also peer review article in Helion, right? This is a Scopus journal. That's really good. And you get 7 awards, Professor Aris. So amazing. But the recently awards is a best teacher of this year, 2021 from Issue University, Taiwan. Yes, correct, Professor Aris?
Yes. Correct.
And then you have traveling on many country. I think you ever go to assistant professor in Burapa University, Thailand, from 2017 until 2019, right? And then International College Cyprus, 2020, and then adjunct professor in Hellenic Open University, 2018, and then you assistant professor at Issue University, Taiwan, from 2020 until 2022. And then now your position is assistant professor at Beijing Normal University, Hong Kong Baptist University, United International College, 2022 until now, right, Professor?
Right.
So I think I cannot read all your CV because your CV have consists of 20 pages, but your CV is very amazing, really. You have many experience in teacher and then in collaborative research and etc. And now we go to the main agenda. So please, you can present the topic about principle and paradigms of digital marketing. But I'm sorry, Professor Aris, maybe only 30 minutes until 45 minutes for presentation. Is it okay?
Well, we see. Thank you, Anna. For
Yes.
thank you. You see,
Okay,
that's
Professor.
why I decided to be a professor.
Okay, Professor Aris,
Okay.
the time is yours now.
Because I decided to be a professor. First of all, the students, can you hear me? Could you please just on the chat say yes? I want to make sure that you can hear me. I know the others that they can, but just make sure that everything's all right. So I decided to be a professor because I talk too much. So it's one kind of job that I like and I can do. All right. So you need to stop me. Okay, or talking because I can talk forever. But anyways, I will try to make short. After all,
yes.
Before I begin, let me tell you a few things. We will, because I don't know the level of the students or what are the needs. So I have a kind of more generic kind of presentation. Probably you understand my accent, right? I'll try to talk a little bit slower and clearer. Although that that I'm in China and China is far beyond any other country in terms of digital connection, digital application platforms and everything, because they're very well advanced. The thing is that I don't have much of experience because this is my second month here, but even in 2 months, I realized that this is huge. Partially is related also with COVID-19 because, you know, for the last maybe almost 3 years, the people here, they had to use technology, application, internet, digital platforms to communicate, to order things. There were several lockdowns or some restrictions for traveling inside China. So what that means? That means that it was during this period that we all experienced all around the world. We experienced different kind of restrictions, especially, you know, for traveling. There is a booming for digital application, and of course, there is a booming of digital marketing. Now, my presentation today, unfortunately, is more related with the US. Digital marketing is very broad kind of term. So I try to use, that's an introduction before I start. I try to use, you know, two main illustrative, if you like, fields that they use digital marketing. The first one is the sports, and the other is entertainment. Entertainment, I think, is one of the maybe the first, maybe not the first, but one of the first kind of sectors that they try to use digital marketing, especially now since we have, you know, cable TV, we have YouTube, or in general, we have internet. So I will focus on some examples. There are many examples here. I will point out some. I know that you're familiar with some of those examples in terms of platforms, in terms of applications, and I'm pretty sure that you don't know some of them. So we will skip, is after all, is just paradigms. Paradigms is an illustrative example. This is what it is. Okay, so I will put here, hold on a second. I think now you can see better. So before I begin, I would like to point out the what is digital marketing? Before I give you one definition, again, I don't know if your students, they know, but it's good, to highlight. First of all, definitions are, there's no perfect definition about anything. Definition is just, a snapshot about what we want to describe. And that's why it's impossible in 3, 4 lines, 5 lines to describe everything, to put all the things together, all the components together. So why we have definition? To have the main points, okay? What we need to remember. Now we'll split digital and marketing. Do you understand what is digital? Okay, you don't need to ask me. I have the answer. That's why I'm here. So I'll tell you. Digital, okay, it's not mainly electronic. There is a confusion, okay, or if you like, clutter. We use this word, clutter. There is a clutter in terminology. Digital is related with electronic or online or viral. But digital, basically, it comes from the word digits. So it's any data based on digits. That's important. Why? Because initially, the digital data before internet had another form. In other words, it was something like, imagine, do you know SPSS? You know Excel? It was something like that. It was a piece of data that you can save somewhere. Right? But now, because we have internet, because we have the accessibility and we have the technology, now the digital form becomes viral. That means that we can disseminate, we can have access on an electronic kind of platform, like internet, okay? So keep this in mind. Digital, it's a set of data that we can save somewhere, all right? In our case, because we will deal with internet most likely, we will focus on the online/viral kind of definition. But by definition, this is not only the place that we can have digital data, right? So we can have a digital data on our computer without online, without being online, okay? Or we can have digital data on our library without being online. Keep this in mind. That's one part. The other part is marketing. Another big term which is confusing sometimes. And because you are in a business school and in a management school, I want to make clear, because some of the times there is a lot of overlapping. So what is marketing? Marketing, it's not selling, okay? Marketing, it's a process. It's a process, first of all, okay? It's a process of disseminate information about the product or a service or a destination that we have in order to stimulate, to increase the awareness of our target group. Yeah, I know. Okay, I will repeat. So marketing, it's a process, okay, continuous process to start with, of a sequential kind of steps, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, that we need to take in order to provide the information that we want, the company, the destination, the government, whatever we are, for our target groups. I will point out those key points because that's crucial. And this is crucial also for digital marketing. First of all is we decide the information. When I'm saying we decide the information, I'm sorry to explain all the things, but from my experience, I understand that there is misconception sometimes about marketing. So we decide for reasons, okay? We want to have the best performance. We want to have the higher sales for our products or our services, or we want to have more tourists if we have, the destination, but we want specific target groups for reasons. And what are the reasons? The reasons could be their profit, their income, or maybe their accessibility to our product, to our service, or maybe their preferences, their taste. So we need to do a market research. That's why we do market research. We cannot, I repeat, we cannot satisfy all people all times. It's impossible. This is an imperative for marketing. So if you want to be a good marketeer, you need to focus on the group that you like. So it's another misconception. Probably you heard that many times the people, they say, we do what our customers want. Yes, but we need to decide who are the customers, okay? Who these customers are and why. And why this is important, because as soon as we know by collecting data, who is the best, okay, or which are the best target groups for several reasons, we're on a good path. And in order to do this one, we need research method on markets, okay? Now we have domestic markets, we have international markets. In our case, on internet, it's more vague to decide geographically about markets because it's something online, okay? So it could be all around the world. It could be one country or it could be one region. It doesn't matter. Okay, understood. So this is the marketing. So raise awareness of the information. I'm going to give you an example. Probably most of you, you like Ferrari, you know, Ferrari car, very expensive, like that. So supposedly, okay, you want to attract people to buy Ferraris, okay? There are not many people that they buy Ferraris to start with, right? For several reasons. One reason is the money, right? But when you have a target group of people that they have the money, okay, to buy a Ferrari, you don't really care as a marketeer to point out, oh, you know what, Ferrari is a beautiful car, very sport, very fast, luxury, blah, blah, blah. But the consumption, oh my God, it's disaster. It's very high. You don't say that. There's no need, because the people that they have the money to buy a Ferrari, they don't care about gas consumption, right? Whereas another target group of people that they want to buy Honda, for example, probably they care about consumption, utility. So there are two different target groups. That's why I'm saying you pick up the points that you want in marketing. And that's is science, okay? You need to, it's a teamwork, and you need to work together, and it takes time. Keep this in mind. So the same principles that go for digital marketing. So let's go for, you know, digital marketing. I'm just reading here. Again, a definition is just for having an idea. It says here, digital marketing can be described as actively promoting products and services using digital distribution channels, point out this, as an alternative to the more traditional mediums such as television, print material, and radio. So what it says here, I want to keep you, your attention, to draw your attention on digital distribution channels. Like what? Like internet, okay? So basically, this is it. The digital marketing nowadays uses internet with all the streams, platforms, networking, application to virally distribute to specific target groups, again, okay, information. Let's see, next. Okay. Probably nowadays we have access, you know, a few things everybody knows, because this is our life. We all victims, if you like, because at the end I will ask you some questions, but not now. We're all victims of information. There are too much information, too many information, you know, for everything. And in terms of advertisement, in terms of marketing communication, we have, you know, especially nowadays, as I said before, because we have the COVID-19 restrictions, we use a lot of what? Communication using technology, right? Now, back in the 70s, it says here, golden age of television. Back in the 70s, of course, it was no internet. And it was much different, the environment. Sometimes it's good. I know that the young generation, they don't have a clue. They need to see a documentary to understand how the life was before the internet. because they were born with internet, they live with internet. So it's difficult to understand how was the life before that. I remember because, okay, Anna said that I'm young, but I'm not that young. I remember when I wanted to, when I was teenager, I wanted to call my friends, okay, to go out, and we had only landline, right? Only landline. And of course, in our home. And if you were outside of home, you need to go in a convenience store to pay some money to call, okay? Hey, and then if you were lucky, the other person, your friend or your family, whatever, there was what was at the other end of the line to pick up the phone, good. If not, nothing. You didn't have any other option, okay? No other option. So real-time communication was the point. Here, we don't have the real-time communication only. You can leave me a message, I can see it afterwards, and then I will reply, right? So keep this in mind. So back in the 70s and 80s, television was the main thing, and radio also. Television was more kind of more popular during the 80s, because I'm talking about all around the world, right? Different countries, different orientation, but you need to keep this in mind. Now, today, I said that we have different forms, okay, to receive information. Probably all of you, you have spam detectors. Why? Because we're receiving too many emails. Me, I receive emails that I don't want. My spam kind of system put aside some of the emails, but not all. Now, also we can use some DVRs to skip some commercials, or some ID screen telemarket recorders on the phone. We block some lines, okay, or some numbers like five digits or 6 digits. Different countries, they have different. And of course, the real email, when we receive, also this is old school, but it's very common, you know, for some, I think some big chains, some supermarkets, they send you flyers, okay, with special promotion. And they say, oh my God, I received again this, I want to get rid of this, I don't want that. And even, you know, in some buildings, they put a sign, please, no commercial flyers, okay, we don't receive, gone. So these are forms of digital marketing that we are experiencing. Now, but we learned that, okay? This is a part of our life. This is part of our life. Here you have some examples about the DVRs, about the ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. Again, everything is related with the American, because the Americans were the first, not anymore, but they used to be the first that they developed, okay, this digital marketing kind of idea, because marketing basically was born in the States. So keep this in mind, because they're more kind of or customer oriented society. Not anymore. Again, they started this one. Now, again, as I said before, this confusion, clutter, it means confusion. Okay, too much, okay? Too much of information, too many emails, too many messages. Some people, they call the ocean of information. We are all swimming in an ocean of information that we cannot keep up. It's impossible. It's impossible. Now, in terms of money, because also when you do a promotion, when you do any kind of campaign that you use a digital marketing, you need to have money. So the cost of selling has, according to different kind of studies, tripled. Depends on again, at least in the United States, triple over the past 10 years or 15 years. And what this clutter creates confusion, and a part of the confusion is that it's difficult to trust different kind of advertisements or platforms or applications or information that we are, or advertisements that within the information. And what we become very aware, or sometimes bored, or sometimes frustrated or upset because of all this information that we're seeing. You are consumers, so you understand what I'm talking about. A good marketeer starts from the fact that he or she is a consumer himself or herself. So whenever you want to understand something as a researcher, as a professional of marketing, you need to ask first yourself, hey, hold on a second. I am like that. I receive this one. So if I receive this one and I have a specific kind of behavior or attitude, so probably I'm not the only one, right? I'm not the only one. I'm not saying to be your personal preference and your personal kind of attitude as a compass for everything, but definitely is an indication because we live there, okay? We are in part of this world of digital information. We're not substantiated. We're not from the outside. We're part of it, and we are interact, of course, because we all have applications when we send messages, videos, this, that. We write comments ourselves. So keep in mind that a good researcher and a good professional starts from his or her point of view, because we are active. Having said that, you as a marketeer, you need to determine how you're gonna bypass this obstacle, because you cannot beat the number of information, right? It's not your control. And how are you gonna do this one? You say here different approaches. Again, the key to remember is what? Market research. You need to identify what is your target group and why. Who are they and why those people and not others? That's it. If you simple questions, okay, required simple answers, and simple answers produce simple strategies. Simplicity is a quality. Complicated kind of strategies, they will have complicated results, okay, which is not good for marketing. You need to be simple, to follow some steps, and to make sure that you do your best. You cannot predict everything, but definitely you can eradicate some negative options or some negative aspects of your promotion, right? Now, again, here I will talk a little bit more about sport, not a little bit, only about sports and entertainment, because I think that there are two fields that are very, very popular, and they did a very good job in terms of bypassing this clutter. We have some strategies. By the way, do you know the difference between a strategy and a plan? Another misconception. Plan is not a strategy, strategy is not a plan. I know that, not you guys, the students, I know that you love video games or online games and you're playing games. Don't tell me that you don't play, I won't believe you. So you need to be honest, I know that you're playing games. So when you're playing games, you have what? You have a strategy, right? So what is a strategy? Strategy, it's something, it's a process that you use, okay, to win for the best optimum, if you like, goal, performance. So strategy is something temporary, okay, or if you like something up to date for something immediate that you need immediate, or at least medium, kind of medium run kind of results. So strategies like this is very specific to win something, whereas plan is for the future, okay, and it's more vague. Keep this in mind. They're related, of course, but plan is for the future, strategy is for now, okay, contemporary purposes. So you have, probably you've heard about this, all this, marketing, mobile marketing, social marketing environment. So I will start talking a little bit and I will make it a little bit faster, because otherwise you will stay with me until tonight. So interaction, interactive media. You've heard this many, many times, I think. What is the interactive marketing? Before, let me give you, I know that you understand, I'm just, highlighting the differences. Back in the 70s and 80s, the traditional ways of disseminating information was, I'm sending you information, you receive it. And then I need to wait for you to decide if you're going to buy my product or service or not. This is not the case now. We need interactivity. And not only interactivity, real-time interactivity. Like what? I'm sending you a video, boom, directly you can send me a like, or you can write a comment, I didn't like the video or this and that. I receive information right time. Or even better, live streaming. This is what we do here. So you can interrupt me, you can ask me questions. This is what? This is part of interactive kind of technology that we have. And of course, we're using for teaching, okay? Why is important? It's important because, you know, take this lecture as an example. I would love to be, you know, with you physically, because also this is what I like. But technology helps me and help you to have a connection, to have this meeting without being physically together. So is it the best? No, it's not. It will be a replacement. No, it's not. That's my opinion. But it's a supplementary kind of tool that we all use. I mean, technology. So in terms of digital marketing, this is important, the interactivity. Why is important? Remember what I said about market research and how important is market research. So it's very important because you're going to collect, we call it big data, okay? We will see also some other terms, big data analytics, because we have the ability to collect the comments, reviews, likes or not likes, dislikes, okay, of several people at the same at real time, okay? So this is very important for marketing. Very important, because you receive this one. Now, if you ask me, they're all real, maybe there are some fake. Yes, maybe some they're biased, maybe, but you have an indication. You can, you cannot avoid this. The bad comments for other reasons, or bad comments from competitors, like, or from fake IDs, or from fake, profiles. Yes, but you get an indication. If you receive 20,000 reviews, it's impossible the 19,000 to be fake, okay? It's impossible. Anyways, so this is what I want you to keep in mind. So needless to say about internet, remember that internet was, how I'm gonna say, it was a bypass of, how I'm gonna say, or of not very successful, or if you like, or a bypass of not so powerful tool that CIA introduced. It was for US Army that they use this kind of platform for different kind of reasons. We want to discuss this one. We have this internet. Now, to a large extent, internet is kind of free platform for different things, okay? Still. But I want you to keep in mind, because I'm very critical about this, who has the power? Put question mark. I will not discuss now. This is going to be for Q&A. Who has the power behind this? That's critical. And I'm talking about political power and economic power, and also, if you like, intellectual power, okay? Keep this in mind. It's a powerful tool, of course, everybody knows. One thing that I want you to remember, consumer-generated media, or word of mouth, E1. We use this one. What is this? This is what we do, most of us, when we write a review or send a photo or a video about a product or a service or a destination that we want to visit, okay? This is the consumer-generated media that we as marketeers will receive, okay, for our company, for our business, and analyze. That's a buzzword, word of mouth, electronic word of mouth. More sophisticated is consumer-generated media. And why we say media? Because we don't have only text, right? We have photos, we have videos, right? Streamline also, which is part of video, but real time. So keep this in mind. You are familiar with this one. So when we talk about consumer-generated media, or E1, we're talking about blogs, message boards, social media that we all have, discussion and forums, even some email lists or email portals that we have. We use Yahoo, Gmail, right? We have online opinion review and different kind of sites. We have some complaints and feedback texts that we can use for different kind of companies. And this could be related either with something which is open to everyone or specific. It will be an application or an option of a specific company, right? For example, I'm just giving you an example. You can write something on Facebook, of course, and some business they use, of course, or maybe many business they use, Facebook as a communication tool and marketing tool and selling tool, or channel. But also, you have some other examples like Amazon. Okay, so in Amazon, you can buy directly from them. You don't need to go through Facebook, to have access. And then they have, a feedback form, communication. Even they have app, because if you can download an app. So if you want the electronic version of the kind of books you can use. So what I'm saying, we have different things that we all are familiar. I'm just pointing out how we use in terms of marketing, what we use. Sports and entertainment. Now, sports and entertainment, there are two main components of marketing campaigns, especially in the United States, but not only. It's just that the United States, they have some things that are so international and everybody knows, like Netflix, for example, or some channels like CNN or NBC. Oh, okay. Someone was there. So what they do, they can use digital marketing strategies for sales, ticketing, sponsorship, merchandise sale, like T-shirts, caps, and everything, shoes, or souvenirs, and some banners. They can have also some relation with specific communities, not necessarily geographically. This is not about the place. It's also communities, online communities, and also some blogs and chats related with promotion or with the players that they have a special kind of teams. Now, mobile, it's part of internet. Remember three things that are important. I know that you have, all of you have smartphones. By the way, there are two different definitions, the on-to-go and the mobile phone using, or the mobile technologies that we use in terms of mobile marketing. The second one, on the go, was a kind of traditional term for marketing. We don't use much anymore, the on-to-go. So stick in the first one, which is related with mobile marketing. Now, I know that all of you have smartphones, right? Three things to remember with smartphone. First, even if you have the best phone in the world, if you don't have connection, internet, Wi-Fi, right? Connection, problem, right? So you cannot use much of the mobile technology. That's number one. Number two, there is a limitation in terms of what? In terms of the quality of this reception. For example, here, okay, because of the firewall, sometimes I don't have connection. It's very difficult, to connect sometimes. So quality. And third, maybe you laugh, but it's energy. It means without electricity or without any battery, without any socket to plug in, you have nothing, right? So those are limitations. Most of the people, they take this for granted, but it's not. Especially, the connection to the internet, Wi-Fi, or your personal kind of phone. So mobile marketing has limitations. I'm pointing out this because you all use the mobile phones and you understand. Here you have some statistics. I don't want to stick with this, but it's just to have an idea how many messages you see. 3.2 trillion text messages, in 2021. It's just an indication about how, and you can see here the comparison. Look, mobile advertising, 18.9 billion in 2021. It was 102.8% more than 10 years ago. Okay, it says something. It says something. Now, there are people, this is related with entertainment, there are about 24% of the people, okay, 24% of the people that they have access, all right, and they use different kind of streams to see, to watch television. 24 of them, they use their smartphones, of course. And remember, this is for TV, okay? Forget about YouTube. YouTube is another story, is another platform. For TV, you know, TV, maybe cable TV or maybe any paid kind of TV. Now we have also another type that we use in mobile that you are familiar also. I don't need to explain, apps. Now we have, what are apps? The apps are individual software programs that they can be related either with, definitely all the apps they need what? Internet. With no internet, forget about it. But also you can have some apps that they can use, we can use both on our mobile phones, smartphones, or, by the way, yes, that's true. Only on smartphones we can use apps. We cannot use apps in the phones, you know, that they have all this is the old type kind of phones that we used to have 15 years ago. Keep this in mind, right? You need smartphone to have an app. Yeah, I know that you know that. I'm just highlighting. Why I'm saying this? Because some old folks, some people of, okay, older than me, okay, maybe in their 60s, 70s, they have difficulty with technology. They have difficulty with smartphones. They have difficulty with touch screens. They prefer, you know, to have digits. This 1, 2, 3, 4, this, the old type of phones. I don't know if you're familiar about this one, but I've seen this one. I know my parents. My father doesn't like smartphone because he has, you know, a very thick kind of finger, so the smartphone doesn't work for him. Okay, you need to consider that, yeah, not all the people they have all needs. Okay, so it's any electronic device that can download and be connected with an internet that we use in apps. And it's very important how you design an app in terms of what? Compatibility. That's for those that we have, or we used to. I don't have iPhone anymore because I think it's a ripoff. It's super expensive without being the best. But I have MacBook. All right, that's true. So compatibility was a problem. Sometimes it is between, you know, iOS and Android. Maybe the application was different when you download it from this side, that side. Compatibility is one thing. Then some practical things. Most of the programmers, I don't know, when they design something, they don't see that it doesn't look very nice. Maybe they put the fonts so small, so you're trying to find out, because I'm an old man, I'm using glasses, that's why I'm saying this. I'm trying, you know, to read and I can't. Or maybe the interface is not very appealing. So you need also some creativity and some practicality together in some apps, right? And that's why some apps, they're just because of different reasons, but mainly because of practicality, mainly because of the interface, they're not very successful. There are so many, look at that. 90 billion apps is crazy, right? It's crazy. So can you follow this? Absolutely not. It's just an indication to give you an idea. So here you can have, you know, some ideas, and I just make some snapshots from some things I know. I'm pretty sure that you know Lakers, even if you don't like basketball, it's, you know, it's one of the two teams, you know, in Los Angeles. And actually, it's my favorite team. That's why I chose. So Lakers, they use this one in the sports entertainment because, you know, they have matches, games. Okay, so they can cover the game, but before and after and during the game, which is an event. I don't know if you have any course about event management. So this is a nice opportunity to create some application or to create a stream where the fans or the people that they care, they could be engaged. This is about engagement. You have also specific stars. So this Dwayne Wade is what? Although that this is from 2013, is a very popular kind of basketball player. And he is also his profile, okay? He is, because he's a celebrity, of course, for the people, for the fans, to promote the the team. Now, another one which is related with the baseball team. I know maybe only in the United States, I don't know about Indonesia, if baseball is popular. Back in Europe, not very popular, but anyway, in the States, it's super popular. So they create this app, At-Bat, so you can download it on your phone, so you can have different information about everything. Now, another one, which is I don't know if you're familiar, the Fandango app. That's another app that you can watch films, okay, trailers, showtimes. You can buy tickets and everything. You see how it looks on the phone. Although that the phone is old, but anyways, you can get an idea. Another one, very clever. I really like this idea of Zippo. You know, Zippo was a lighter. A famous kind of lighter, is a trademark probably of American kind of lighters. And they created what? You remember? No, you don't remember. You're young. So back in the 70s and 80s, when we were going in a concert, okay, we used to use the lighters as an indication that we are happy, we have fun and everything. So they created an app which has nothing to do with lighter anymore. So you can have it on your phone, and you see those people, they use their phones as lighters, okay, which is very clever. I found it very, very clever. That's another idea that creativity can use this technology, and also uses something from the past, because there is a continuous process, as I said before. So adaptation to technology by using something from the past is absolute the key for success, all right, for different kind of companies. Now again, you have, this is the ESPNs. This is for another. This is another app which is related with networks. Okay, just to give you some ideas. Nike has another application for where you can have statistics about what you've done, how many calories you burn, things like that, your physical condition, and also what was your analytics, what was your best workout, your worst workout, things like that. Maybe some you have already. Now, another one, which is the National Football League in the United States, they have the Red Zone, which is another app related with the network and the football teams. And you have also the traditional mobile marketing, as I said, on to go. So this is Jump Van, that's interactive program. Okay, this is not an application, just give you an idea. Or remember that I said on to go. It's very common. Probably you have, I'm pretty sure that in Indonesia you have something like this. We call mobile marketing as on the go type, like this. So you put it on, forget about apps. We're talking about like this. You see the bus has an advertisement about tailgate tour, whatever was that. And again, this is something else related with not with the app, but mobile marketing on the spot. I will call this on the spot. Social media. Well, social media, needless to say, we all use every day. What they are online technologies that they're very interactive. They are real time, and most of the time they're free. Okay, most of the social media, you just need to create your account, put some information. But keep this in mind again, because we will talk at the end about the power. It doesn't mean because it's free that it's free of biases or free of dangers. Because you give your consent for the application to use different data for you. The cookies, when we click cookies, we accept some information, okay, to be available for us, but also some our information to be available for them. And maybe, or most of the time, you use your phone, your number, okay, your mobile number. Sometimes they ask you for your passport or your national ID to be part of this. And sometimes or most of the time, they ask you for your email, which is another form. So it's not entirely free of any kind of danger, because again, keep this in mind, we're talking about power. Whoever has information has power. Whoever has access to information has power. Whoever controls the system that receives information has power. And yes, it's convenient. Yes, it's very practical, but it's a matter of power at the end, okay, and control. Needless to say, I'm pretty sure that you're familiar with most of them: Facebook, Flick, Twitter, Google, YouTube. Well, those are not very popular here in Asia. Dig, Miniclip, Folklore. These are some examples of social media. So as marketeers, we use, of course, social media. As companies, we use social media. It's pretty much obvious that the future is there, at least, you know, for the next 10 years, 5-10 years. And maybe we use sometimes, you know, athletes, celebrities, as we call role models. It could be politician, it could be a religion kind of mentor or master that we can use in order to increase, okay, the engagement in specific kind, or to draw attention in specific social media. Again, here you have some information about different teams that they're not related with soccer, with football, and they use digital marketing for promoting their teams. Again, here I want to point out that in theory, social media are for free, and they give you the opportunity to have access to a massive kind of audience, international audience, if you like. And the growth is tremendous. Probably we will have a booming in the next year again and again. Some statistics here. Needless to say, look, Google, for example, which is one of the most popular, 859 million active users, okay, 93% more than in 2012. And Facebook, more than 2 active billion users, okay, 2 active billion. Although that I think that for your generation, I'm talking about the students, probably Instagram is more popular, especially, you know, here. But you see also there is a differentiation. For example, I remember, I'm pretty sure in Indonesia you have Line. Okay, Line is very common, you know, in Asia, where in Europe nobody uses Line, where they use most WhatsApp or Viber, right? Or here, for example, because we cannot have access to Line, we use WeChat, which is similar to Line. And what I really like here, what I haven't seen it in other, meanwhile, you can see some other statistics here. Here we have, and again, I'm not an expert in how you're gonna make, you know, applications and everything, but they have something here that they call it mini programs. So you have one, it's like a cluster. So you have one app, right? So you have one social media, you have your app, and within this app, you have special mini programs, something that are related to you. So you have everything in a bubble, in a cluster, so you can use anytime. It's very convenient because, for example, for WeChat, we have another application for buses when you want to take a bus, another application for supermarket, another application for taxis, another application for, I don't know, for taking a PCR test and upload it for the government. You have different kinds, they call it mini programs, and there are within one specific main, if you like, platform, which is the social media. Let me skip this one. We have different.
I'm sorry, Professor Aris.
Yes.
The remaining time is 10 minutes. Remaining time.
10 minutes. Okay, sure.
Okay.
I will try to make it. We have more 350 slides, so okay, no problem. I'm kidding. We don't. Relax. I will try to make it short. Just give you several examples. Social media, again. As I said before, I think that probably Instagram here is the most popular for the young generation, or TikTok is very popular. Whereas my generation, I think, uses more Facebook. Okay, now what I want to say is that different platforms, different kind of social media, they have different goals, but there is a lot of overlapping. Okay, you can do things. You can have some options, that they're similar from one to another. At the end of the day, practicality is very important. Also the type, the interface, the colors sometimes they're important, and for different kind of audiences. And and definitely what is important is compatibility and how it works, functionality. So functionality is important, because even if you have the best social media, but for some kind of reason there are glitches, they're going down, the system goes down occasionally, then of course you're not satisfied, so you will not use it. Let me proceed with some other things. You see here some the Boston Celtics, they have the social media marketing campaign. Oh, by the way, all those teams that you see, they have a group of marketeers behind. There's a marketing group to deal with this. And who is going to be responsible in terms of this? Who creates this one? This is part of the marketing department. So the marketing department needs not only to identify what are the needs of specific target groups, but also to find the technicians, the programmers, if you like, to create this application, okay? To create this application. Sometimes some companies, they throw a campaign saying, hey, we're trying to make an application. Whoever wants to participate, send a proposal, okay? And then they receive the proposal, and then they can fund the implementation of the actual making of this application. And this is important because there are many graduates, okay? There are many young people that they create applications and they're trying to find funding, okay? Because they have the idea, but they cannot make it themselves. So they can have startup kind of funding within different kind of companies. That's also very important. Now, another thing which is very popular in the States and in Europe, it's Twitter. Twitter has something which is unique in terms of what? There is a limitation of characters that you can use, okay? So you can type. So this is, it creates, I'm gonna say, it creates a nice kind of restriction to avoid long messages, or to avoid, of course, you can type many times. You can type, let's say, 100 characters now, and then another message, 100 characters. But it's not so boring. And it's very good because, you can disseminate information, real time, of course, and short or shorter, okay? Where with other apps, other social media apps, they don't have this kind of opportunity. It's very common, again, in the United States. I'm not pretty sure if it is in Indonesia. Here you have some examples for you to study. Also, this is this is related with the previous one. YouTube, it's another popular, of course, platform of social media. We all use YouTube. I want you to consider not only as we use as consumers, I want you to see all those platforms and social media from the perspective of a marketer. So it's a tool that you can promote. It's a tool to disseminate information as if you were working for a company, or you have your own company to promote, okay, your company or your services, your products that you have. So in YouTube, probably, you can create your own channel. There is a paid advertisements, depending on how many likes you have. Also, the YouTube gives you some tips. So it's very much, I think it's one of the most powerful kind of tools that you can use, but because at the same time, you have the opportunity not only to have a music, video, and everything, but also you can create even presentations if you like. And you have specific kind of target group. You can create your own channel, okay? And remember, let's say that you are a company. Let's say that you are you're working for a company, or you want to start up something new. It's something that relatively cheap because it's not entirely cheap. If you start, making different kind of professional kind of promotion, then YouTube will ask for money, but you receive money also from likes. So it's like a win-win situation. It's a very viable kind and feasible kind of tool. So you see here another team. Those are the teams. This is a teaser. What is a teaser? You see, this is about the Harry Potter. The Harry Potter is a famous movie. So when they want to, a teaser is, as it is, it's a promotional tool before the release of the movie. They put a snapshot, if you like, or a short version or trailer of the movie in order to enhance to stimulate the interest of people to watch the movie. So Harry Potter also used this one. That's an indicator. That's only an example. This is how it looks. Okay, and again, famous watches like Rolex. Rolex, for decades they were related with Wimbledon, which is what? It's a tennis court, famous kind of games in Wimbledon in the UK. So they launched the golden moments of Wimbledon. They create a video with specific moments, and they upload it on their YouTube channel. Again, YouTube, everybody knows that it's very important, but again, keep in mind that we can use it as a promotional tool. Now, another one, which is I'm not pretty sure if it is very successful, it's a question mark for me. Although that I have an account in LinkedIn, LinkedIn started as probably, LinkedIn started as what is a professional kind of Facebook. In other words, you use your professional profile, because remember the basics. Facebook, it's not necessarily for recreational or for professional. You can use it both, but it's not a professional kind of tool. LinkedIn is. So on LinkedIn, you put information. You don't put, snapshots on LinkedIn when you have party with your friends because it was your birthday or something related with your personal life. Where the Facebook is broader, so you can use it broader. And I think that was a little bit kind of the restriction or limitation for LinkedIn. It started very good, maybe 15 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, 15, 16 years ago. Then for the first years, it was good. Nowadays, I'm not pretty sure. To be honest, personally, I haven't opened my linked account to check maybe, when was the last time? I don't remember, 2 months ago, 3 months. It's something that I don't use much. I have, but I don't use. Anyways, but it's something which is related with professional life. Flickering was more like photos, videos, I guess more with photos, but I think that Instagram and Pinterest won there. Pinterest, for sure, it was more popular, in Europe, at least to my knowledge. But again, Instagram, needless to say, it's very, 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 very common. I think it's the most popular nowadays. All around the world, it's the most popular. And of course, you have some examples, some teams that they use Instagram for what? For capturing moments or videos or some comments related with what they do. That's an example, of what? Baseball teams, official major legal baseball team. And you see here on the right, you see some comments, you see the people, how they reacted. It's you see 1,425, I cannot see very well, likes. Of course, it's interactive. It's something that you can use. Vine, which is not very popular outside, it's more related with music and videos. Again, it's another social media marketing that you can use. Google, of course, and Google Plus. That I think that Google Plus is not working anymore, or at least in several countries. But Google, in general, has different kind of options. We have Hangouts. We can do meetings. We can share documents. It's very popular. I don't want to spend time about Google because I know, but I want you to think the power behind Google and whoever has the control, right? Some other examples.
Professor Aris.
Yes.
I must to stop your presentation because the time is finished now. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Some other. I don't know if I have something else. Let me check.
Yes. Okay. Of course.
Yeah, we have also some location-based marketing related to specific. And the viral one, let me say this one. This is the last one. So the viral marketing is about what? It's the strategy that we can use, the dissemination of information using all those platforms and sending messages to all our audience. Okay. So that's it. I have also some other examples so you can see, you can study on your time. This PowerPoint is free. So that's it. Thank you. I'm sorry for talk. I told you that I
No,
talked
please,
too much.
please don't say sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I'm listening to your questions. If you have any questions.
Yes, Professor Aris. I think there are some questions in the chat room. This is yes. This is question from Mr. Mahmoud. Mr. Mahmoud is our chief of study program in my faculty. So Mr. Mahmoud asks, which social media marketing is the most effective in reaching consumer to increase sales and popularity? Which one? The social media.
This question you need to ask for what? Because whenever I said before, if you don't have specific target group, which product, which service, which destination to answer this question. Yeah, everything is useful, but depends on what is your target group. To give you an example, if you have senior tourists, okay, that they don't use much smartphones, okay, and they're retired and they want to visit Bali, okay, why you should use social media for them since they don't use smartphone? Start with. So the social media and the social marketing is popular for most of the people. But in order to answer this question, you need to do market research. Without market research, I mean, you're lost. It's just that something that you think. But in business, we don't think. We analyze data and then we act. So social media is, social marketing is definitely useful, but depends on for what. What is the product? What is the service? What is the destination? Which are our target groups? How familiar we are? And it's huge because it's not only about social media. Then what streams are you going to use? What channels? Why you use Facebook? For example, as I said before, most of the youngers, most of this generation of your students, they use TikTok. So probably TikTok and Instagram is more popular than Facebook. So even if you do a campaign through Facebook, probably it won't be very successful just because, you know, the users or just because the target group are not familiar or not, they're not using frequently this. So you need to make a research about what you want to sell, to whom, and then also to have some analytics about the users of the applications or platforms that you're going to use wirelessly.
Okay, thank you, Professor Aris. Thank you. Mr. Mahmoud, do you have any questions? Or maybe
yes,
enough?
I think it's very clear. Yes, I know what the
Okay.
Thank you for your explanation, Mr. Audritis. Thank you for your.
You're welcome.
Okay, we are going to the. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mahmoud. We're going to the next questions from Mr. Pradana. Maybe you will like to ask directly, Mr. Pradana. Mr. Pradana?
Yes.
Yes, please. Please proceed.
Hello, Mr.
You can ask
Aris.
directly.
Hello.
You're very precise and nice person. It was a pleasure to meet you online. My name is Pradana. Maybe it will be outside of a topic from sport marketing, but we still discuss about the marketing. So in Indonesia, we have a lot of MSMEs or micro, small,
Medium enterprise.
medium
Oh, yeah, yeah.
enterprise, right? So they are engaged in a creative product. So I would like to ask what kind of marketing strategy that's suitable with micro, small, medium enterprise. Maybe that's my question for Mr. Aris. Thank you.
Sure. I think that especially, you know, for small and medium enterprises, it's a great opportunity to use social marketing, mobile marketing, and viral marketing. I think, to be honest, because in terms of money, I'm not pretty sure if they have the capacity, you know, to pay for creating their own apps. Forget about it. But they can use definitely, you know, Facebook. Facebook, you know, charges. There is a charge. So my question will be, if it is a locally oriented kind of business, that means their sales related with a specific kind of region, you know that you can put an ad according to the proximity of your business, and then the price is different, of course. So let's say that if you want only your city or people that they're using Facebook in your city to have access to this advertising, you put this, let's say for $100 US, right? I'm just giving you an indication. Now, if you want it for the whole region, maybe it's $500 US. If you want for the whole country, is maybe $1,000 US. And if you want it for the whole world, maybe it's $2,000 US. So it depends on what is your target group, what is your market. Now, for small business, if they want to do it on a small scale, I'm pretty sure that Facebook, it would be Facebook and Instagram that they charge. First of all, Instagram and Facebook, they are together, right? So they're interconnected. So you can do something like, so the strategy is like this. It's not only advertising. The advertising needs some incentives. For example, maybe I can give you because I don't know what products. Let's say that you have vegetables, all right? So they're fresh, and this is delicate because, you know, what are you going to do with vegetables? You cannot keep them in the fridge forever, so you need to sell. So you can say that every Friday, for example, we have a promotion that is 30% off discount buying products from us. Or you can have credit system, like you buy 100, you get 5 credits or 5 points, let's say. Or you're gonna create coupons. You can have electronic coupons, okay? The more you buy, the more you get. Or you get one, you pay one, you get one for free. Different kind of strategies you can use this one. Easy, depends on what you have as a product. And you can create a viral marketing, I think is the most important, because from the social media, you have some popular social media, but again, you need a little bit of market research because you need to understand what is your market. I'm pretty sure, again, if you're dealing, for example, with vegetables, so probably you cannot sell, you know, lettuce in the United States. So probably it's locally oriented, locally produced, locally oriented. So you need to have a strategy to attract the people, you know, in your proximity. Whereas if you have another product, let's say that you create, you have a company that creates, I don't know, souvenirs, okay? Or let's say t-shirts and cups of your place. So this, you don't have a problem to stock, to pile things for a period of time. And plus your target group probably are not the locals. The locals, they will take souvenir of their place, no. So it will be visitors, either domestic tourists or international tourists that they will come to you to buy. So different groups, okay, different target groups, they need a different strategy. But just to give you an idea, I believe that you can use, it's not for free. Sometimes, if you like, but it's gonna take time, is, as I said before, you can use YouTube. YouTube, you're gonna create your own channel, but in order to draw the attention for your potential buyers, it takes some time, right? It's not something that you can do it both, of course. You can have Facebook and Instagram from one side, and YouTube from the other. And also to stimulate the young generation, if your target group is young generation, you're going to create a TikTok video. That's easy. Also, I've seen in TikTok that they have specific categories. So you're going to create your own.
Putus ya?
Connection problem. Ya.
Oh, nasinya putus.
China agak itu Pak, internetnya agak nggak bagus kalau di China itu.
Ini mahasiswa banyak yang nggak on cam ya. Nah, harusnya gitulah, on cam dong. Ini moderator, Prodi, admin semua on cam. Orangnya ada apa enggak lah, Pak Raymond kelihatan. Ya, yang lainnya ini gimana nih, nggak kelihatan. Oke, ya terima kasih.
Kok mati, Bu?
Iya, putus, Prof.
Sinyalnya, Prof.
Oh.
Di Cina kayak gitu, Prof. Di Cina itu saya nggak bisa hubungan.
Padahal loh, waktu saya ikut kursus itu keren loh. Sambungannya bagus sana.
Iya, di Cina kalau mau pakai Messenger, pakai Facebook, pakai VPN dia harusnya. Nggak bisa pakai
list lain mereka.
Ini putus.
Sudah 5G.
Iya, Prof. Saya hanya bisa hubungin lewat email. Kalau
Saya
pakai
sambil
Messenger
ya,
bisa.
sambil ngajar ini, ngajar.
Oh, enggak, Prof.
Makanya saya off cam.
Nggih.
Sama Prof, saya juga.
Ini saya hubungnya hanya pakai email ini, nggak bisa pakai yang lain.
Telepon nggak bisa, Bu Ana?
Nggak bisa, karena dia harus pakai use VPN dia.
Oh, okay.
Kan dia di kampus, jadi kampus kan nggak ada VPN. Agak susah.
Bagus,
yang
bahasanya bagus apa?
Iya, Prof. Dia,
gitu loh.
Dia
Jelas,
bagus. Inggrisnya bagus. Nah, dia pernah jadi Prof, asisten profesor di beberapa loh, Prof. Beberapa university.
Beberapa Thailand. Oh.
Iya, dari 2017 sampai 2019.
Oh, dari.
Makanya dia ngudeng tentang sport maritim
dari
juga,
negara
dia.
ke negara lain.
Iya, betul. Ke Cyprus juga
Tak
pernah.
bikin tadi visiting
asisten profesor dia. Kemarin nanya-nanya kalau ke UDINUS berapa? Ke UDINUS bisa nggak? Nanti aja saya ngomong sama Prof.
Jenengan kenal ini di mana?
Ya kenal, Prof. Orangnya baik kok, kelihatan baik, senyum-senyum, saya maksudnya ramah gitu loh orangnya. Ini gimana nih? Sudah saya email tapi kok belum ada balasan karena terbatas ininya.
Di Cina itu kan pakai aplikasi apa itu?
Dia soalnya di Shuhai, WeChat.
Biasanya di Cina kan pakai WeChat ya.
Ya.
Bukan MyChat loh. Kalau MyChat kan pesan-pesan itu. WeChat di sana.
Ya.
Itu evaluasi aja untuk Mas Pradana itu yang annotate itu ya. Itu diaktifkan aja karena mahasiswa kadang-kadang iseng coret-coret. Nah, ketika presentasi itu kan itu nonaktifkan aja. Jadi kalau untuk yang akan datang hanya admin aja yang bisa. Kecuali kalau yang untuk ngisi chatting ya. Sebenarnya banyak yang bertanya nih Bu Ana ini.
Iya, makanya Pak Mahmud.
Bagus ini. Ini jelas juga.
Laris.
Ya, enak Bu, bahasanya jelas.
Iya.
Tapi kan kita harusnya tidak melulu dari satu negara Pak Mahmud. Soalnya aksennya kan memang beda-beda.
Ya, kebetulan beliau
kalau kemarin yang dari Pakistan juga sih jelas sih, mungkin harus seperti biasa telinganya ya, mahasiswa ya.
Bu, sinyalnya juga kurang bagus kalau yang kemarin informasi itu.
Betul,
kalau yang ini kan jelas sinyalnya agak bagus, hanya aja ini pas di dalam ada kendala ini yang di luar.
Dia memang dia memang pernah bilang dia takut kalau sinyalnya jelek, makanya tadi tak saya presentasi dulu sebelum nggak usah ngambil photo session kan. hasil presentasi dulu. Ini saya bisanya
Kayaknya
cuma
bukan di
email.
kota itu, Bu. Padahal di Cina itu luar biasa loh.
Ya di Suhai ya Prof. Suhai itu kelihatannya bukan kota ya, Suhai. Suhai, Provinsi Suhai.
Nanti bisa tanya itu Bu Ana, misalnya kalau di sana di Sungai itu kenapa? Tadi kalau anu kan ada 5G itu, sudah harusnya bagus. Oh, ada
Tapi
putus
di sana agak susah, Pak Mahmud.
sinyalnya.
Dari kemarin udah ngomong gitu, makanya saya nggak bisa apa namanya, saya nggak pernah video call atau voice call sama beliau. Jadi hanya pakai link aja, pakai email aja.
Nanti materinya ya Bu Ana,
Materinya saya share di mana?
Monggo nanti di dosen
Pak,
marketing aja. Dosen marketing
Pak
nanti biar
Pradana bisa di-share nggih?
Nganu Mbak,
Di chat room nggih.
di grup aja Mbak, di grup kuliah
Ya.
umum aja nanti
Kuliah
saya
umum.
share dosen-dosennya Mbak.
Iya, Pak Pradana minta tolong ya Pak, kan sudah saya share ke jenengan. Ini nggak bisa gimana ini? Apa kapan-kapan dipanggil ke Udinus saja Prof, itu kan pinter dia ngomongnya nyenengke. Kan Cina ke sini dekat, cuma 4 jam.
Tolong dilihat indeksnya, Bu. Kalau
Nah, indeksnya 4 sama 1 Prof sudah tak lihat. 2 sama 1.
Okay, I'm here. I found
hello.
what happened.
Prof,
The system went down.
oh my
Went
God,
down.
I'm so worried if you gone.
I sent you an email. I don't know what happened. The system just
Yes.
went down. I need to connect through browser or something. I don't know. It
Yeah.
took me a while. I'm sorry about that. Technology. What do you expect?
No
Cannot.
problem. It's
Can't
okay.
do anything. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you hear what I said for the previous question. So my idea about social marketing is depends on the target group. So if you have, as I said before, so if you have, a locally oriented company, then you need to focus on media that you can use, or platforms, social media and platforms that you can use, and the people locally they can have access. And also you're going to create to stimulate interest. If you have a young generation, you can create your own TikTok video. And sometimes I've seen some subcategories in TikTok. So you can, for example, if you have, I don't know, vegetables, you can say veggie TikTok, for example. You're going to create your own category, and the people with similar videos they can put there. You can be creative. And as a small business, I think that's a tool, because you don't need to hire a company or to make an application. There is there, but it's not for free, okay? It's not entirely free, but substantially it's very feasible, okay? So that's my answer, I guess.
Okay, thank you, Professor Aris. Okay, we go to the next question because there are so many questions, Professor. But
Okay.
I think I cannot allow everyone to ask.
You can
I will
huddle
choose-
together. Maybe some they're similar.
Yes, yes. Okay, and the next question from Hera. You want to ask directly, or maybe you want to ask directly, Hera? Okay, I will read your questions.
Yes.
In Indonesia, anything shopping can be done in one application such as a Shopee, Tokopedia, Lazada, and others. Is it the same in your country, or do you have to go through the official application for the item?
Well, if you ask me about China, no, I told you before, in China, it's super, I was amazed, because I'll tell you my story, my experience. Before that, as you mentioned, I was in Taiwan, okay? So in Taiwan, I really like, me and one colleague of mine, we wanted to buy good mineral water, like Evian, I know it's expensive, but it's nice. And apparently there were not many brands of mineral water. They have drinking water, but I wanted a mineral water. I'm telling you this because, because of my colleague, I didn't have any car in Taiwan. So we had to go every 2 weeks together. She was living far away from the store. I was living close by, but she was coming with her car to pick me up, to go there, spend a couple of hours, okay, for driving, to pick up, boxes of Evian water, 2 or maybe 3 time to have enough for drinking. And that was something like that we would do every second week, right? Every second, third week. But here, everything, you have everything in no time, everything is online. And even if I was surprised, because, okay, of course, in different countries, you can have something online, but here it's so easy because you connect, it's a different kind of system. You connect your card. As I said before, we have this, how do you call it, social media app that we call it WeChat. It's like Line, okay? And within this, you have different kind of mini programs. WeChat is connected also with your bank account, with your credit card. So as soon as you connect it once, you electronically, you have like a electronic wallet. So you show your wallet, boom, there is a QR code and they charge you. Or they have, in company, they have a QR code, you scan the QR code and immediately taking money out of you, okay? This is very convenient. So this is what they do. And what surprises me is that, and maybe this is kind of problem, they have some other applications where you can buy things online from everything, from a bicycle till one toothpick, okay? But you cannot combine together. So the people that they deliver, maybe you can, and there is no minimum charge. That's also important. For example, I can buy something very, very cheap, like a box of toothpicks, which is nothing, okay? And they will deliver this to me. They will not say, oh, I'm sorry, we cannot deliver because there is a limit of this or that. No, they deliver. And because I am not in such a big city, okay? Zhuhai is around 2 million people. It's not like Beijing, Shanghai, or something, which is biggest probably cities. What surprised me is that within maximum 2 days, you have delivered out of your door. And another thing that they have is that they don't ask you back in my country or back in Taiwan, whenever they deliver something, you need to be there to sign or to pick it up, you know, yourself, or to leave someone to pick it up for you. Here, no, they just put everything outside of your door and they leave. All right, so they don't care. So that's different. But because you asking me about the online, I think that the future is like this. The future is like this, but not for every product. For example, to start with, shoes, okay, or shirts. Especially, you know, if you buy something, you know, which is different, which is also, this is a lunacy. They have the British style, the EU size, the American size, this, that. So the people that confused, can you tell me what is my size? I don't care if it is European or American. I want to know. So there is not only one. And sometimes I have a problem because I'm a big guy. So sometimes, you know, I'm having large. Okay, I'm taking large for my shirt, which is actually I need the extra large because this is for smaller people. All right, not my size, not like a European. So what I'm saying is there are some limitations. And also there is fraud because there are some of those sites they charge, you give money, and then they disappear. And it's, of course, you can file a lawsuit and everything, and you're trying to fight, but it's a hassle. So it's a matter of security sometimes. I don't know if you answered your question, but this is what it is. Here, the security is very high, true, but it doesn't mean that there is no fraud. In other places of the world, I'm not pretty sure about the, there's fraud everywhere, that's for sure. Okay, and especially for remote areas, this is their only option. If you live in a very small village up in the mountain or in an isolated, Indonesia has what, 75,000 islands. So if you live in a small island, what are you going to do? I mean, how are you going to buy things? So you are, you need to use online, how do you say, shopping. Okay.
Thank you, Professor Aris.
Another question.
There are so many questions, but I think I just want to give one question. Okay, this is a combine from Kansa and from Pulung. Kansa, are you there? Or you want to ask directly to Professor Aris? Or Pulung?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Kansa, you can ask directly now. please.
Mm.
Please make a short questions, okay?
My questions is, can digital marketing take over completely and replace conventional marketing? And are there any disadvantages of digital marketing? Thank
Can you
you.
open camera, Fansa?
I'm sorry, my camera is not functioning very well, ma'am.
Okay.
It's a very interesting question because, again, depends on what. For example, when we have an event, when we have a meeting, of course, we can use like now technology, but it's not the same, okay? It's not the same. Something that we call vibe. The vibe of the server, the physical appearance sometimes is important because the energy, it's difficult to transmit energy through online channels. Sometimes is what you feel, okay, in one place. And apart from the feelings is, because this is my field also, in tourism, digital marketing always will be a supplementary tool. Why? Simply because you need to visit places to feel, to experience yourself the place. Even if I give you 100 videos and 10,000 photos and interviews, whatever, about one place, is it the same like being there? No, definitely not. Plus that the experience is unique anyways. So you need to visit places. So to start with, for tourism, example, for traveling, no. Could be a tool to stimulate, to increase the awareness, okay, to visit one place. But still, you need physically to be there. So that's a big kind of industry, hospitality, tourism, travel, that digital marketing can be only one tool. But at the end of the day, you need to visit this place. And when you visit the place, you can have conventional marketing there, right? Or you can have some techniques or some campaigns that they're related with your physical kind of presence. Now, what is very, it's not black and white. Having said that, you can use digital marketing tools, and I will tell you which one, in comparison or attuned with your physical presence. And there is one process that we call gamification. Gamification, how you're going to use one game for education, pleasure, of course, amusement, okay, entertainment. But at the same time, you can use this process of gamification by using mobile technologies. Let's say that you have one app that you need to use your phone, but physically you need to be in one place. And you're going to create a game. Let's say, go to spot where there is a big tree. Okay, you go there. You're trying to find where's the big tree. So you go there, trying to find what is the biggest building. You get points, okay? At the end of one trail, using your phone, but physically you walk, okay? Different places, different spots. You're gonna receive an award. Let's say, okay, now you find all the places. Now you win, I don't know, a free meal, or you are the best tour guide in the world, or something like that. So you're going to create an idea of combine the digital marketing, but not for everything. Now, as I said before, for other products or services, definitely it will be replaced. Like what? I'm surprised because I've seen many stores here. Okay, I'm here in China, right? So I'm going to the mall. I'm going to the shopping mall. And I see that some shops, they're really struggling. I mean, there are no customers because the people, they buy everything online. So what's the point, to go there and buy something which is, I know what it is. Even supermarkets, I'm telling you, even supermarkets. I had delivered today, okay, what I ordered yesterday. And I ordered, frozen fish, right? I ordered vegetables, and I ordered, some fruits. And they delivered to me out of my door. I don't even know where this supermarket is. Honestly, I don't know physically what it is. But I order everything because they have the photos, they have everything, they have a good quality. It's good quality, and I tried them several times, so I trust them, okay? And it's very convenient. So for this store, seriously, I don't know if the physical place will still exist in the future. Maybe they have a store, okay? Maybe they have a store where is a warehouse, okay? Somewhere. So they don't need to pay many people anymore. But the physical store as it is, literally, I don't know. So that's why I'm telling you, for some kind of sectors, yes, I think that digital marketing will be the future. But for some other sectors, digital marketing will be only a tool, supplementary tool.
Okay, thank you, Professor Aris. Okay, I think Apulum, you have some question. Okay, your question is already answered by Professor Aris, right?
Yes, Miss.
Yes. Okay, thank you. I think this is enough for question and answer session. So the next agenda is symbolic certificate of appreciation given to speaker. Or maybe Mr. Pradana, you can send the certificate for our speaker today. Maybe Professor Vincent. Hello, Professor Vincent. Oh, hello. Okay, maybe Mr. Mahmoud, you can give a certificate for our speaker today.
Yes. Okay, thank you for Mr. ARISTEIDIS GKOUMAS. Thank you for your presentation. I hope you're not boring to give us about the material about social media. I think it is very important for us. And thank you for your, and I'm very glad to see you, and I want to meet you maybe for next time. I want to give again the material else about the marketing. Thank you for your express your material and your presentation, and I want to
Want you to come,
thank
yeah.
you. Thank you so much for your time and your material. Thank you, Mr. ARISTEIDIS GKOUMAS.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited. I want to meet you in person for sure. I don't like much online, but this is what we can do. And it was an honor for me. It was a pleasure, an honor, not only having the students, that I'm very, very happy that many students, they participated and they had questions. I really like. I know the Indonesians, they're very good in English. Here I don't have.
Thank you.
But I know back in Thailand and in Taiwan, I had many Indonesian students and they were the best. Don't tell the others because they will feel jealous. But this is, since you're Indonesian, you can share this information. I know that that's, and not only they're good in English, they're smart and they want to participate, which is important.
Yes, thank you. Thank
so
you.
I will be very grateful if I will given the opportunity, to visit you there and see you, and maybe we will do something else in the future. Who knows?
Yes.
Want to wish you all the best. Stay safe, healthy, and happy at the same time. And I really enjoyed the session. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Professor Aris. I will send the certificate to your email.
Okay, no problem.
Again, the next is a photo session. Okay, I want to all participants. Can you open your camera, please? And give a big smile. Professor Aris, you must come to Indonesia, really. Please.
Believe me, I want.
Yes.
I want. It's one of my favorite countries in Asia, and I have a couple of friends also, and well, they're in Bali, but Bali is also one place which is,
yes.
I need to go. I need to go. It's a paradise. It's a paradise. But I think that your place is more interesting because it's not so overcrowded with tourists.
Yes. Of course. Semarang is not too crowded than Jakarta.
Yeah. Well,
You will like it.
I don't want.
Yes.
I don't want to see any other Europeans in other America. I'm not interested on them. I want the local people. Okay.
Okay. All participants, please open your camera. There are many participants is not open the camera. Okay, Mr. Pradana, are you ready to take picture?
Yes, right.
Okay, I will count. Okay. 3, 2, 1, smile. Yes, again.
Maybe thumbs up or
Okay.
something.
3, 2, 1. Okay,
Good.
that's enough,
Right.
Mr.
It's up
Pradana.
to you. We can take as many as you like. It's for free. Right?
Yes. Okay, enough, Mr. Pradana.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks.
Once again.
Okay, enough.
Enough. Okay, enough. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Professor Aris. It's my pleasure to meet you directly. I hope you can come to Indonesia soon. Maybe next year we can meet directly,
Yes.
and you can come be a speaker in our university or our faculty. And stay
Why
healthy. Okay, be healthy and always happy.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you very much,
Thank
Anna.
you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
Have a nice day.
We back to our MC today, Mr. Haunan. You can close the webinar.
Thank you, Mrs. Anna and Mr. Aris, Dr. Aris, for the fruitful discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the end of our session. On behalf of Faculty of Economics and Business, many thanks for our keynote speaker, Dr. Aris. Thank you, Ms. Anna, as our moderator today, and the parties that makes this meeting possible. I am Haunan Damar. Thank you very much, and I apologize for any inconvenience during this webinar. See you in the next occasion. Take care. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Aris.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Aris.
Thank you.
Makasih Bu Ana, Mas dan
Oke,
Mas Dana, Mas
sami-sami,
Hernan,
Pak Mahmud.
Bu Darni, matur nuwun sekangat ya. Sukses selalu. Ya,
Nanti kapan-kapan saya mau nyari yang perempuan
ya, sip Bu
Ada yang
Ana.
perempuan tapi orangnya kulit orang Afrika Pak, orang negro mau nggak?